All right, Sunil Gavaskar now joins us on the show. Sunny, we've listed 5 of India's greatest series comebacks only because we believe that they have it in them to pull off an encore in the ongoing series. But for them to do that, what are the immediate areas you think Kohli's team needs to work on?
I think the batting, more than anything else, because as I keep saying, if you get dismissed in 2 innings for about 75 overs, it doesn't speak very highly of your batting. It doesn't speak very highly of your determination or your application. It doesn't speak very highly of your temperament. And I think that's the area that they need to look at. I agree. Everybody is entitled to a bad day in the office. Everybody is entitled to getting out cheaply. But in 2 innings, you do that, and to deliveries which were not even turning. I think that's not such a good thing to go into as far as the second test is concerned.
Okay, in hindsight, Sunny, we can blame the batters, but these are the same batsmen who helped India win 6 series in a row. I mean, surely one result cannot make India's batsmen poor.
You know, they've had it pretty easy, to be honest with you. The England, Bangladesh and New Zealand attacks were okay. So while I'm not taking anything away from the fact that, you know, the batsmen batted really well, the fact remains that the attacks were not as probing as what Australia have got. Australia have got a terrific new ball attack in Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazlewood, and now with Steve O'Keefe showing that he can get the ball to turn, then he and Nathan Lyon, I think these 4 will create a lot more problems for India than England, New Zealand or Bangladesh did.
Okay, so in the sense, do you think the problem lies more with the pitches and not with India's batters? Simply put, I mean, do rank turners make Indian batsmen vulnerable?
Of course they do. I mean, we've got the experience of 2012-13 when, you know, Graham Swan and Monty Panesar spun England to a very unlikely victory. England also in 2012-13 when they started, they were the underdogs, just like the Australians were. India had won the first test of that series, but England came back. Now here, Australia won the first test of the series. So India are going to play catch-up. Australia can sit on the lead and put the pressure on the Indians. So I think if you're going to prepare pitches, prepare the kind of pitches that you've made against New Zealand and England, which spin gradually, which spin around the 4th and the 5th day. So it means that for 3 days at least you have good batting conditions and you can put up a big score and then put pressure on the Australians.
Okay, Sunny, batting apart, how does India address their fielding issues, a problem that reared its ugly head during the Pune test match?
Well, frankly, as far as the close-in catching positions are concerned, I think India's got a lot to worry. I don't think that their standing positions are very good. If they observe how the Australians are standing, or if the way the Englishmen were standing, they crouch. The Indians do not crouch. And this has been going on for God knows how many years. And therefore they are dropping those catches which are coming very, very quickly to them around the knees or just below the knees. I think they are struggling to catch them. So unless the Indian team, the only one who crouches is Ajinkya Rahane. Nobody else crouches. Everybody else stands with their hands on their knees as if they've been outstanding close-in catchers. They keep dropping catches. So I think that's an area that India really need to look very, very hard at. Their outfielding is superb, no question about it. But outfielding is a lot easier than close-in catching. And for close-in catching, I think you need specialists who are prepared to bend down and not just stand as if they're doing doing everybody a favor by being in the close-in position.
Okay, fair enough. Now, post the loss, skipper Kohli was very honest in his analysis, not afraid to take the blame. But now he says India will put Australia under pressure from the first ball in the next test match. How do you see that happening?
We'd like to see how they put pressure on Australia from the first ball in the next test. I mean, like you and the rest of Indian cricket lovers, I would be very interested to see how that happens.
Okay, and finally, Sunny bhai, every expert worth his salt has got his series prediction wrong after Pune. What's yours now?
I think the moment you have lost the first test, I think it is going to be playing catch-up. My thinking is before the series started, it was either 2-0 or 3-0. I think I'll have to revise that now since already the 0 is out of the question as far as India is concerned. My thinking is that it'll probably be more likely 2-all for the series.